Hi, this is Julie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Margarete Miller. This is our weekly collage assignment number 9. Margarete Miller is, of course, our weekly challenge. We do a collage, we're given prompts, and you can order the prompts from her Etsy shop or from her website. The links for Margarete Miller's website and YouTube and everything is in my description box. I've been doing a theme each week. So what was fairy tale? This is forest, lavender, and this could have been fairy tale as well because it sort of could be Cinderella, but it was just something fancy, so it was a princess. So for me that was princess theme, maroon theme. So just everything was maroon, and then everything was Queen Victoria when I figured out who she was. And most everything is sewing related. Oh, and then we have ocean fish related, so anything related to the sea. It was okay. I like the little cluster of goodies down there. Hashtag 2022 CWP9 is inspired by a fairy tale, something that represents an event, an architectural element, a dictionary page, a key, and the bonus is a postal stamp. So not too difficult, I don't think. I think pretty much the only thing that really, was a little bit of a stump was an event. I was thinking, inspired by a fairy tale, an event, Red Riding Hood goes into the forest and then the wolf eats the grandma. That's an event. I didn't want to do that. So yes, I've been through all my books and I'm going to go with Sleeping Beauty. I guess the event is the prince kissing the princess. All right, so let's have a look at what we've got. Fairy tale, I've got this book. I thought I'd show you the actual book because it is a really nice book, and I really don't like cutting them up. I really don't. However, this one's only 1981. It's a bit grubby, but it is a nice book, but it's got nice pictures. And see, for architectural element, I want the castle. See, because I'm going to do a theme, so of course everything's got to be fairy tale themed, or children's story at least themed. So just looking through this book and deciding which picture we might like. Quite liked the dramatic red one, but I mean, it would be fun to do something completely different, all red and gold, red, gold and black. I hadn't actually thought of that. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Do I want to go red, gold and black, or do I want to go pretty? So I was looking for this one. That was the one I was wanting to use. Look at the beautiful birds and the flowers and the castle. Yeah, I like that one. And then the prince comes along and they live happily ever after. So which one should I go with? That one's kind of got red in it, but I don't think that goes with this one. Red's not the easiest colour to work with in junk journaling because it kind of looks like blood. Could sort of do red and gold with that one and that one, or green and orange with this one and the castle. Yeah, well, guess which one I'm doing. I'll get a thumbs down. The person that doesn't like books being used will do a thumbs down. So you've got to do, if everyone needs to do thumbs up, please, because to counteract, because I get this horrible percentage. If you don't all do thumbs up and one person does thumbs down, your percentage goes right down. Your approval rating goes right down because of one person doing a thumbs down. I do save a lot of books to that person who does my thumbs down, but I can't save every book, and there are millions of children's books, literally millions. We're going to have those two, I think. All right, so that's inspired by a fairy tale and an architectural event. An architectural element, and the event is that he kissed her and woke her up. Although that other page is the one where he kissed her, so it was after the event. I like this one. The event could also be that they go and get married and live happily ever after. We'll just call that generally an event. So there was this one too, so I don't know whether this, I don't know, I had that one. Well, I also had this for architecture, and I like this one because this is actually a children's train set image. These are all the pieces that you can buy. Oh, I quite like that one too. That you can buy for this kids, well, it doesn't have to be a kids, but you know, the little train sets. And I just thought, well, that could be the village where the castle is. So there's that. And then dictionary. We've got this old, now what I thought was fairy. So there's that one that says fairy. Fairy is a magical creature. But I quite like this picture that's on the back that says fair. So I don't know if I want to cut that one up just for the fairy. What else could we have? Castle. Castle. Ooh. Oh, I don't mind that one. What's on the back of that? Bird in a cage. Oh, I quite like that one. So we have castle, a dictionary page, and then a key. Oh, well. We could go very, very simple and go with, well, she was very thankful for the prince to wake her up. And it's nice and flat, and it does match. That might be the simplest option. And then we have these heavy duty options. That is one giant key. Now, if you're in that kind of castle and he's got to get into her room, he might need a giant key. Or if he wants a little key, don't know. And then there's these wooden keys, or prime chipboard. Plenty of keys, would you believe? This is what I have the most of, keys. And there's these keys. Oh, I don't like those. I never have liked those. They've got this backing around them. So no to those. And then I've got some Tim Holtz keys, which I thought heart, possibly. Love, no, it's too modern, that one. Dream, life. A life would be handy. Come back to life. Secret. They're very chunky. And then there's this one. Now this one I think is, you know, worthy of a princess. It's got all these, I don't even know where I got this from. I was surprised when I saw it in my collection. Like, oh, that looks good. That looks worthy of a princess, doesn't it? So leaning towards this one. That one seems to be the most logical. So we can put all those away, I think. Keep that, and we'll put those away. So we'll choose between the big chunky diamond one. No, or possibly this little one, I think. All right, and then a postage stamp. So I went through my vintage postage stamps in my big postage book, and was looking for something that was, you know, had a castle. So I have this one. Make your post. It has a really old castle in the back in the picture, and it's greenish. I knew that I was looking for green. This one, he looks like he's from that era with his sword, delivering a letter. And then there's this one, which could be them on the honeymoon, cavorting in the hills. Certainly goes with the hillside of this. Yeah, I think I think that's quite sweet. I like that. And then because the castle was covered in birds and vines, I thought that was beautiful. And I thought the colours matched with the orange, matched rather well. The orange roof and everything, and we've got orangey red in here. So there we go. That's not too difficult, and there's not too many choices. And well, what do we do with the background? It's all roses. No wonder I picked it. How beautiful. Let's have a look. Back in a moment. I think I quite like this one. This one seems to match those kinds of roses rather well. And then I was thinking about this for sort of to represent all of the vines and branches that would be around. And then there's this one for more branches and birds and things. So what colour? Well, I think we'd do the roses in that orangey colour, pinky orange. So we'd probably use my cinnamon, and the branches in green. So I think, yeah, we might do that. Shall we do that first, or shall we decide where the pictures are going and then do it? So this has got a kind of a torn edge already. Although, yeah, it really does look like it wants to be fussy cut, doesn't it? All right, let's fussy cut it. So we've got this one cut out, but I think I'll cut these people, I think I'll cut them out and maybe have the vines going on either side. So I'll be back when I've done that. Okay, so I've cut out the couple out of their archway, and we can have them on here, and that just, you know, actually matches so beautifully. There's not going to be much room to do too much stenciling. We could bring it closer together. I really like to keep this, so I'm thinking about cutting that off here, putting them in the picture, and then bringing that around the outside on top. Oh well, I quite like it on top. And then we get the bird back, and so then we've got this castle. Castle has towers and strong walls. I'm just going to tear out the castle part and see where we might put that. Might go down here. We might separate that. We might use that one over this side. So I might have this and this. Let's just tear this one off. So I've got that. I like this stamp, although it could be that this stamp goes over this side. So we've got some people over here, and on this side, and we could have, maybe we could have this key over this side, and have, let's have this pretty one. I'll have this postage stamp somewhere, something like that, and the key. Now, do we want her to hold the key? Not too sure where we would put that key. It's a bit huge, isn't it? I mean, it's lovely, but maybe we'd be better off with this one. Thankful that a castle has towers and strong walls. Kept them safe all that time. Yeah, maybe. And so we could just use a little castle stamp over there, maybe, and maybe we'll have another stamp. I'm not sure, but I think, yeah, probably not going to be able to have that huge, wonderful key. Okay, and over this side, need something for the background. So I was thinking about this picture, or this one. I like this one because it's got the turrets in the background. We'll get rid of the bottom part. It's a train track. Not sure that they had trains in that time period. Probably not. So what we might do is have the buildings and remove the train. Well, the train station, but it can be a carriage station. Doesn't really look like a train station too much. And we'll get rid of the words. Don't want that. And we can probably, so now we've got the village where the castle is on this side. We can cover up the station. We could have the castle in amongst there. I mean, are those houses from that era? Probably not. Does it matter? Probably not. Oh, we'll have to think about that. No, I'm not too sure if I want to use it. And then we've got those. I like all those. They're all cute. Now I'm not so sure about that after tearing it all up. So I'll have to find another background for this one. Alright, so stenciling. Not too much room. We've got a bit of room down here. So we could do these branches. But I really wanted roses. Now there's no room for my rose. Well, I could have a rose over here. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Over this side it might have to be the wrong kinds of flowers, but well, it might be okay. Okay, should we do it before or after we glue it down? Before, I think. Alright, let's move all this out of the way. and do some stenciling up and down the sides to start with. And colour wise, we're going to do it in that nice pinky cinnamon colour. Alright, let's test it. Make sure it's quite subtle. It's not going to scare me when I put it on the page like it sometimes does. We'll go down this side. Do it that way, see if we can get a bit of a thingy happening. And then what I thought I might do, just to add a bit of variety to that, this one, Sage, I think that one's quite pale, I think we've used that before. Let's just have a few branches here and there, just to break up that pink a bit. Oops. Okay, and maybe some in here. Perfect. Yes, yes. There we go. I think that's good. Oh, of course I haven't done over the other side, but okay, we'll do it after. We'll do it after, like we always do. Okay, so we can think about how this is going to go. So we know that's kind of going over that side. Now, do we going to leave those straight edges? I don't really want to tear it because this is not torn. Kind of just goes like that, and this one goes there, and I want to keep that nice orange bird and those beautiful flowers. Oh, they could be over here, I guess. Go walking down in the garden. Quite like them front and center, but it's a bit sort of it's very looks very fairy-tale-y and not so collagey, does it? Maybe have them at the side. I'm not sure if I quite like the idea of them in the garden, which means I have to cut this. Oh, I can always glue it back together again like I usually do when I make a mistake. So I'm going to go around the flowers. So we can take that with it and cut that out like that and see if we can make that work. I won't trim that off yet in case I want to glue it back. Just never know. Sometimes I do these things and wish I hadn't. Okay, I think we'll just do some stenciling over this side to match it up. And we've got some pieces we can put down. We might have a bird over this side. Represent the birds on the other side. And then we might just put this rose in here. Okay, and a bit of green for the leaves. Yep, that's perfect. Cool. All right, and I've got this bit of sort of green. I thought it went with that a little bit, but maybe we can stencil on that too. Just in the green. Don't know if it will show or not. Oh yeah, I think that looks okay. Just to break up that sort of yellow colour. That sort of a yellowy green. Oh yeah, good. Cool. So that's going to be the background piece. We're going to have that fairy tale, the castle. We go under there. Postage stamp, holding them together. and maybe a little key somewhere. We'll put that on after. Okay, all right, I'm going to glue these down and I will be back. Okay, got this far. So this side's glued down and got a little key somewhere, so that might go on here somewhere like that. Anyway, I can't quite get this to work because it's like a giant postage stamp. So what I thought I might do, I might fussy cut it out and put the birds in the trees, so it will actually just be a picture of birds. So I'll start by tearing it out. Ooh, don't like to tear it, but anyway, I'm tearing it now. And ink it, and we'll see if we like that. So yeah, it won't look like a postage stamp, but you know, it's collage, it doesn't have to be. First time I've done that, but it is such a huge one and it just looks a bit weird. So it's just going to be birds. But it was a postage stamp, so it still counts. We'll see how that goes in the... They can just go in the trees. I like that much better. That's that done. So I don't have to have this postage stamp. Although I kind of like this one because it's like he's the guard of the castle and he's the mailman. I'm not too sure which. Got a little dog, a sword or a spear, whatever that is. And I don't know, looks like mail. I don't know. Anyway, he might go down there. I don't think it'll do too much harm. Put that there. And thankful a castle has towers and strong walls. Yes, why not? And this one, so I might probably fussy cut this out a bit more so that we basically get the flower and we get the prints. We want the flower and the bird. Can you hear the dog snoring? It's quite late at night. I chose to do this late at night, and then I've got all day tomorrow to edit and get it prepared so that then I can start on the other collage challenge. So yeah, it's the dog's bedtime. He's pretty keen on, he sometimes jumps up around midnight and sort of nudges me and as if to say, it's bedtime. Come on, I want to go to bed. Hard asleep now, snoring. Oh, maybe we could use some of this. I was wondering what to put under their feet. Maybe that would work. Give them a little carpet of grass. I don't really like these two straight edges, so they're going to have to... I think I might get rid of that pointy thing. We don't really need that. If we're covering up the sea, we don't really need that. There's not a lot left of the dictionary page, but an ink it. It's just like that. So without that, I don't think we need that. Okay, right. Well, I think I'm going to stick this down where it is. Goes there. Now we might stick the birds on the branches. They're kind of like going up here. Now this one goes down. This one's going on top, I think. Or is it going? Yeah, this one's going on top. That one's going underneath. So we'll put this one down next. Okay, let's put this where it's supposed to go. Oh, that's where it's going now. This one. Okay, just goes over there. Okay, so this goes underneath here, like that, I do believe. Just make sure. A bit lower down. Yeah, I think that works. So we'll pop the grass underneath before it sticks down. Okay, so now it's got something to stand on. And now a bit of roses and robin that we didn't want to lose. Okay. Yep, that could just go. Let's pop that part under there. That helps to stop it looking too square as well. That breaks up the border. Okay, so now we just have to decide Do we want the little key? Oh, I think I like it. I think I do. So we're going to have a little key on the other side. Well, there we're done. I would have to say that was the easiest I've ever done. I think in the past sometimes I make it a bit too complicated, but I don't know, that came together really easily. I think because there was a fairly easy theme. It's easy to find pictures when you've got quite a few, you know, kind of children's books and some stencils. And let's go through the prompts. We have, it's 2022 CWP 9, and it is inspired by a fairy tale. Well, you can see by looking at it, it is definitely a fairy tale. It is Sleeping Beauty. And something that represents an event, well, Prince coming along and waking up Sleeping Beauty. And also they've gone off to get married, and there's also a wedding and they're dancing at the wedding. So they're the events. Architectural element, we have of course the castle and the turrets, and the castle over here as well. Dictionary page, this part here, castle has towers and strong walls, and the castle are the dictionary page, the children's dictionary page. And a key, we have a key on both of them, and a postage stamp. So this was a postage stamp with the birds in the bushes, in the rose bushes, and of course we've got a postage stamp here as well. And this is just background paper. So quite, and obviously the stenciling and things too. So happy with that. I can't believe it. About total my time, an hour and a half. Your time's probably going to be about 40 minutes, 30-40 minutes, with no agonizing. Zero. I think that has to be the very first time. I have not done any agonizing. I've just seen this little rose. I was wondering what to put here. I don't know. Should I put the rose there instead? It's a bit big, isn't it? I'm all about roses. No, probably not. If I put it there, it will just be a piece of it. Yes or no? Here comes the agonizing that I said I wasn't going to do. Oh, what about here? I don't know, because I don't know what it's going to look like until I take the thing off. A piece of it up here. Oh, I'm going to cut that part off and put that on and see how that goes. And then we can decide from there whether we think it's a good idea or not. Well, I've got a tiny bit of rose. Let's see if we can put this bit down and see if we like it. Okay, so that's a bit of rose. That's just a bit of gold in there. I think that's okay. All right, so now we decide if we want any more of that rose. Let's just cut it out a little bit. I might cut that part of the rose off. We might have it in a few pieces so that we can spread it around the page. So this is just going to be a rose. Okay, so it's just a single rose. Oh, maybe it's a single rose that he gave her when he asked her to marry him. So do we have the single rose joining that one down there? No. If I was going to do that, I should have not had this one, shouldn't I? Do we have the single rose coming up this side? Try and balance it somehow, or maybe with this. Oh yes, that's rather nice. Okay, let's just put that there. There we go. I wanted something a bit fancy on here, and then maybe we can just use this little one over here. Beautiful. Let's just trim it up a bit. There we go. A little bit of pretty rosebud to go with the other roses. So we have, yep, this the beautiful gold rosebud, and oh, look at that rose shining. So nice. I love those. I'm going to get some more of those. They came from AliExpress. I think that's the last of the roses. Yep, so there we go. I feel like I want to do more. I want to just do some of these. Some little sparkles. Let's test it first. Make sure it's not going to make a mess. Oh yes, they're the perfect colour. Little, they're like pearls, perfect pearls, that kind of thing. I'm not too sure, but anyway, I'm going to put them in the middle of the roses just because I can. And then I've got to remember, I'm going to bed after this. That's good. It'll give it all time to dry. So we're just going to have a little perfect pearl in the middle of the roses. Why not? Perfect colour. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some perfect pearls in the key. There we go. The key's got jewels that match the roses. Oh, where else can we put some? Can we put some on this? Let's put some on this. You've got to have a jeweled key when you've got a castle. I mean, it's not going to be a castle key without jewels. I'm so happy. That is, yeah, happy now. Happy. I'm not too sure that it's made too much difference to the actual collage, but I'm happy. I haven't used those for a while, so there we go. There's the little, can you see them? Yeah, it's the little pearls in the roses. Yep, little pearls in the center, and then little pearls on the key. Looks super cute. And little pearls on the key over here. Perfect. Oh dear. Yep, the smallest things that make us happy. So I can go to bed very happy that I have finished that, and I can edit that tomorrow and then start on my collage for the collage challenge. And that was the easiest one I've done so far in a very, very long time. I did say I needed an easy one because I've got the collage challenge to do next. We're doing the monthly collage challenge. It's due middle of next week, so Wednesday, March 2nd. So I need to start working on that. And that, of course, is co-hosted with myself and Leigh from Leigh's Art Studio. Plus, there'll be a whole heap of other channels who will do their collage challenge as well. So that's pretty exciting, having so many to watch and look forward to seeing. So that'll be great. Later in the month, on the third Wednesday, we will have our doodle challenge with, of course, co-hosted with Leigh from Leigh's Art Studio as well. And of course, Leigh will be doing her collage challenge for CWP9. So look out for that. Plenty to watch, and plenty of collaging, and who knows what else. Please comment below, and this might be your last video to comment on before the mystery box is drawn. That'll be drawn March 1st, so I doubt there'll be another video before then. So therefore you need to comment on this video and any other February videos that you haven't commented on to get your entries into the mystery box giveaway. If you haven't seen the mystery box, it's a huge box full of, well, it's not huge, but it's pretty huge. It's got a lot of goodies for junk journaling in. I can't even remember them all. I'll show you a photograph. And it's got lace and stickers and papers and pages and all sorts of goodies. Anything that I could find that I thought someone might be interested in, I have put in the box, and that is going to go to one lucky winner. I will draw at the end of the month. So for my time, I'll draw it on March 1st, but you need to get your comments in by February 28th to be eligible. And of course, you will need to have commented on at least 3 videos in March in order to qualify. So if you've only commented on 1, I'm sorry, but you won't be able to win. It has to be 3. So there we go. I am actually really happy with that. It was super simple and super pretty. And I guess when you've got a really nice children's book that has all the all the elements that you want, it makes it easy. I mean, who knew that that was actually, you know, a theme? I got my fairy tale theme in, no problems whatsoever. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.